Good morning guys. And today ay marami tayong aasikasuhin. So pupunta tayo sa City Hall para asikasuhin yung registration ni baby. So, para magkaroon siya ng mga documents dito sa Japan. Importante yung registration, yung birth certificate. Yan yung ating aasikasuhin today. So magsimula na tayo. Medyo late na ako, dapat kanina pa ako nakalis pero ang dami ko pa kasi inasikaso dito sa bahay. Yeah! Ayan yung mga gamit ko. At puntahan na natin yung sasakyan. Ikapin ko na lang yung gamit ko dyan. So basically, kakapanganak lang ni Mau. Kakapanganak lang niya noong 24, 2 days ago. And today is Monday, so kailangan kong lakarin yung mga birth certificate ni baby at kailangan ko rin yung sikasuhin yung mga files na kailangan ko i-submit sa company para maging dependent ko, ma-add ko sa dependent yung aking anak, yung aking bagong anak. Ayan, medyo raw tayo ngayon, no? So ngayon lang ulit tayo nakakapag-video ng real situations dahil puro tayo medyo busy tayo nitong mga nakarang buwan. So for today, ang aking target na magagawin ay maasikaso ko nga yung birth certificate ni baby sa City Hall. Ayan nga, so kailangan nating asikasuhin yung mga documents para maka-avail ang aking bagong anak ng mga benefits dito sa Japan. Importante na marehistro muna natin siya para magkaroon siya ng birth certificate. Pero syempre guys, yung mga pinapanganak dito na mga babies na anak ng mga foreigners, yung mga katulad nating Pilipino na hindi naman dugong Hapon, hindi yun automatic hindi sila automatic Japanese citizen. May mga nagtatanong kung once na pinanganak ba dito sa Japan automatic Japanese citizen sila. So hindi po ganun yung rules dito. And ayun, samahan nyo ako kasi marami tayong matututunan dahil first time ko lang din tong gagawin dito sa Japan. First time kong may experience na magkaroon ng dito ipanganak yung aking sumunod na baby made in Japan. And then yun nga, tignan natin kung ano yung papakita ko sa inyo through this video yung mga transactions na gagawin natin. Ayan. So samahan nyo ako at pupunta tayo ngayon sa City Hall dito sa Kani. So ayan guys, nandito na tayo sa City Hall at simulan na natin yung ating transaction habang maaga pa kasi baka marami tayong lalakarin ngayon. So tara, samahan nyo ako. So ayan guys, papasok na tayo dito sa City Hall. Medyo patayo muna yung video natin. And since today is Monday, the first business day after the birth, I need to process his birth certificate immediately. Nandito na tayo sa City Hall. Kukuha tayo ng number. But for today, ang aking target na magagawin ay maasikaso ko yung birth certificate ni baby sa City Hall. Let's get this done. Okay, I've got all the documents from the hospital right here. The staff were very helpful and made sure I had everything I needed. This folder is mission critical. Ayan nga, so kailangan nating asikasuhin yung mga documents para maka-avail ang aking bagong anak ng mga benefits dito sa Japan. It's a really important step. Importante na mairehistro muna natin siya para magkaroon siya ng birth certificate. Everything else follows from this single document. Pero syempre guys, yung mga pinapanganak dito ng mga babies na anak ng mga foreigners like us Filipinos, hindi yun automatic Japanese citizen. May mga nagtatanong kung once na pinanganak ba dito sa Japan automatic Japanese citizen sila. Citizenship isn't granted just by being born on Japanese soil. Hai. Katakana katemasu. Another key point is the deadline. The law requires you to register the birth within 14 days of the baby being born. That's a strict 2-week window. If you miss this, you can face a fine, and more importantly, it creates major complications. So that's why I'm getting it done today. Matemasu. First stop is this machine. In Japan, you don't just line up. You get a numbered ticket for the specific service you need. I'm selecting the option for family registration and civil services. And there's our number. Now we wait. Sumimasen, I'm here to register a new birth. I have the documents from the hospital. Kore desu. 名前で、ファミリー。そうそう、ファミリー。親がフリガナです。Okay, the clerk is now explaining the form. She's confirming the baby's birth date, which is correct. Now she's pointing to the fields where I need to write our son's name first. In katakana for the phonetic reading. これははい、全部名前。はい、2つ名前。I'm writing down his full name now. Salvador Seiji Edric. It's really important to get the katakana strokes exactly right because this will be his official name on all legal documents in Japan. Alright, next up are the parents' details, the information you write here. Your names, your nationality becomes the foundation for your child's first legal identity in Japan. This data will be used by the Immigration Bureau, so consistency is key. Okay, so I'm writing my name in katakana, and now my wife Mau's name also in katakana as instructed. 確認しないといけない。そうですね。お父さんお母さん結婚してますか？結婚してます。一人目のお子さんは男の子か女の子かどっちでしたか？男です。男。はい。二人目も男の子。はい。じゃあ男にで、この生まれた時がこれ？はい。生まれた時7年の10月24。この上、はい。9時54。生まれたところが、この住所ですか？はい。この全部ですか？あ、そうですね。Now she's pointing to the section for our dates of birth. The clerk says Hizuke, which just means date. So I'll fill in our birthdays here. The clerk said, De Futari Tomo Gai Kokujin. So both are foreigners. And the last part is our nationality. She's guiding me through the rest of the boxes. This one is for the head of household or setai nushi. That's me, so I'll check that. Then she asks about our jobs. I'll check kaishain in company employee. For myself. And for Mao, shufu, housewife. Again, I'm writing my name in katakana, my wife's name. Our birth dates, you write your name a lot on these forms. It's all about cross-referencing and making sure the filer, that's me, is correctly identified. This is the Todokenin section, which is the person filing this report. Again, that's me, the father. So I write my address, name, and birth date one more time. She's asking me to write my address in the duzen box, which just means same as above. A nice little shortcut. And finally, my contact phone number. This is super important just in case there are any issues or questions. With the details later, you definitely want them to be able to call you. Okay, I think that's it for the first form. I'm handing it over. Oh, wait. The clerk is now reviewing the form. She's pointing to the filer section. Hanko, yes, she's asking for my personal seal or Hanko to make the document official. So, ayan, tatak na lang. Hiningi yung Hanko. In Japan, your personal seal is often more important than a signature. I'm stamping it right next to my name. There we go, all set.
Mada, 並べてないです。ありがとうございます。住んでるところ。may 文章出し、
The clerk is taking the completed Shusei Todoke to be processed. So that's step 1 complete. That was the main registration form from the hospital. But are we done? Of course not. This is Japan. There's always another step. Oh, she's asking if I need a Juminhyo. That's the certificate of residence. I absolutely need this for my company and for the immigration process. So she's handing me a second form. This is the application to get a copy of that Juminhyo. This new certificate will be the first official document that lists my new son Seiji as a member of our household at our address. Okay, time for round 2 of form filling. She's asking me to write today's date, my full address, my name as the applicant, and my date of birth. This is pretty standard for any request. I'm writing down our full address here in Kani, Gifu. Again, you have to be super meticulous. Make sure every character, every number matches your residence card exactly. No shortcuts, guys. And now my name in katakana, di Saruwa Dori, and my birth date. It's always fun writing my birthday using the Japanese imperial calendar, Showa era. Makes you feel a bit historic, no? Okay, now for the important part. The clerk is asking me what I want on the certificate. Hitori dake, just one person, or kazoku minna, the whole family. I'm telling her, kazoku minna irimasu. I need everyone on it. This is a critical tip for foreigners. She's asking if I want to include my number and kokoseki, nationality, and zairyu, residence status. I say yes only to what is needed. You will need these details for immigration, for your company, for everything. Don't get a blank one. She's also asking if it's for my workplace. So desune kaisha ni dashimasu. That's right, I'll submit it to my company. I'll sign my name at the bottom. And now, she's asking for the Boshi Techo, the Mother and Child Health Handbook. This book is like the baby's passport for all health-related matters. The City Hall needs to put an official stamp in it. I'm also taking this chance to ask her what to do next. Sumimasen, hajimete na no de hoka no Tetsuzuki? Excuse me, it's my first time. Are there any other procedures? Better to ask. She says she'll explain everything when she returns. So yun guys, yung Boshi Techo, they need to write the official registration inside. She's also asking which commemorative card design I want. And just like that, all the forms are submitted. The clerk says she'll call my number. So guys, hintayin daw natin. Medyo matatagalan pa. Mga 10 minuto daw. So hintayin natin. This is the real part of Japanese bureaucracy. The quiet, efficient waiting. Time to find a seat. And now we wait. This is a good time to just double check your other documents. You can see the number board up there. Yeah, we are 502. The hall is pretty quiet, very organized. It's not a stressful experience, just a systematic one. Just find a seat, relax, and wait for your number to be called. There it is. Tara, let's go get our documents. Okay, first, she's returning the Boshi Techo. She's pointing to the page. Shusei Todoke Zumi Shomei. This is the official stamp and certification inside the handbook proving the birth is registered. This stamp is so important for your company's HR. Okay, next, Kochiga Shusei Juri Shomeisho. This is the official certificate of birth registration. And this one, Kochiga Juminhyo. This is the certificate of residence we just applied for. And there's a fee for the Juminhyo, 300 yen. She's confirming, Akachan no name mo haite. The baby's name is included. And our my number and kokoseki, nationality, are all on there. Perfect. So I'll pay the 300 yen. Now she's explaining the next steps, and this is crucial for all foreigners. Nyukoku kanrikyoku, Nyukan, the Immigration Bureau. She says we have 30 days to go to immigration to apply for the baby's status of residence. 30 days, guys, don't forget. And then A, Taishikan, the embassy. We have 3 months to report the birth to the Philippine embassy. So 30 days for immigration, 3 months for the embassy. So yun yung kailangan nating asikasuhin next step. But wait, there's more. Ato, Jidote ate. Also child allowance. She says, this is at a different window. 6 ban no Madoguchi, window number 6. She's giving me the application form and says I need my bank book, tsuchu and insurance card, Hokenshu. And one more thing, Shusan no o Iwaikin. This is a birth congratulatory gift, a cash gift from Kani City itself. This pink form also goes to window 6. So a new window, a new waiting game. This one is for welfare and child benefits. The process starts all over again, but at least the main registration is done. Just waiting for them to call me up. So ayun, kinuha na yung pink na file for the gift, tapos yung for the child allowance, pipirma na lang daw yung may mga forms pa na fill upan. So yun, just waiting for them to prepare that next set of papers. So ayan, hiningi yung health insurance card, tapos yung my number, tapos yung bank book. So yun, para sa Jidote ate, yung allowance, they need all of this to verify your identity and of course to know where to send the money. So to recap the flow, at window 5, you submit the Shusei Todoke from the hospital. You get the Juri Shomeisho certificate and that all-important stamp in your Boshi Teko handbook. Then you immediately take those new documents to the next window. For us, it was window 6 to apply for the child allowance, Jidote ite, and any local city gifts like our Shusan Iwai. But the journey doesn't end here. With the birth registered, the next critical steps are applying for our son's residence card or Zairyu card at the immigration office. We have 30 days for that and reporting to the Philippine Embassy, which we have 3 months for. We'll be covering all of those processes in upcoming videos. So if you want a step-by-step guide for each of those, make sure to subscribe to Gaijin World to follow the complete series on newborn procedures in Japan. To all the other expecting foreign parents in Japan, mga kabayan, you can do this. Thank you for joining me on this very important day. If you found this guide helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Gaijin World. And don't forget to check our channel's playlists for more detailed guides on living, working, and thriving in Japan. Until next time, ingat!